Alright, hey guys, Warren back again. And today I have a pretty great result in the AMX 1375. I picked this up on the very last day that they were selling it on a discount, or the top of the tree for the batch that was going on. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, as I thoroughly enjoyed this tank when I was first playing it. It's a bit loud. But yeah, what can I say about the 1375? I think it's kind of a little bit overshadowed by the AMX 1357, the premium tier 7 AMX, with that 10 round really fast firing gun. However, I think I personally actually perform better in this tank than I do in the 57. I'm currently trying to get my marks on this tank, and so I'm trying to get 3 marks on this tank. So the average damage or combined damage that I need is about 1700. I think it's 1700, a little bit more, maybe like almost close to 1800. But in my 1357, I've been able to average about 2000 combined. So, and I only got a 2 mark on that. So I think people are just doing better in that tank just because it's a premium. But I think that this tank actually performs in certain situations better, because it's actually a shorter, it's a smaller burst, I think. So the other is 10 rounds, 90 damage each, so that's 900. But it takes 9 seconds to unload. This tank is 4 rounds, 135, so that's 560 clip potential. So it's a little bit more than half the clip potential of the premium, but I think it's only 2-second interclip, so you're only out for what, 6 seconds from the first shot. So I think that actually provides a little bit better. Instead of going all in, right, when you're unloading your 10 round mag, you're only shooting for 6 seconds, and you don't really feel the need to go all in to do significant damage, right? Because you have higher alpha. So that's kind of what that tank affords. Right now I'm just doing using the bush mechanics here to try to spot these enemies, as it seems like it's only me and this 88, but the 88's very far back and he doesn't really have shots. So just trying to make sure I work my gun in when I can and prevent them from easily pushing this flank. Right. This game's gonna go down to the wire at the end, so it's important to, you know, prevent the enemy from, or prevent your allies from losing too much map control, or preventing the enemies from getting too much map control, right? So that's a really important thing to do in a scout tank. As you'll see towards the end of the battle, the enemy T-71DA, who's camping up here on the by the TD corner, he probably could have had a bigger influence on this battle, and you'll see why it's important to be active and have provide your influence on the battle, and that's a really key way to win more of your games, right? I think probably like 7 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, this would have been a loss, right? But because of the way that I was trying to make myself be active in this game, right? I'm flexing over to the other flank, seeing as I see that it's falling. Just trying to see where your team needs support and where the battle is progressing, and trying to produce your put influence on that, influence that situation in favor of your team, can allow you to win more games. See, so here I'm trying to support the heavies. I noticed the TOG fires, so I know I can take another shot. Fortunately, bounce, trying to hit the shoulder of the TOG, but unfortunately hits the side and bounce. The reload time is actually really, really nice on this tank, and I think that these lower tier French tanks can oh, that was a really chancy poke by me. Unfortunately, take a shot from the TOG. Don't want to take another, so I decided to take a reload. And I tunnel vision a little bit here. I just noticed that the T-20 is coming up from behind me, so... And I'm still reloading, and now here I noticed that he has the derp gun, so... I really don't want to get hit by him. So I notice he's looking at our SPGs. I don't know why. And unfortunately, getting hit by my allies here. Just trying to stay out of his gun, but unfortunately, not able to do that. And I get hit by and penned by his HE round. Very unfortunate there. Take 400 damage and knocks out my turret. But luckily, nothing else was destroyed there. But now I notice that all of our heavies here have died, and so now I need to try to get out of that situation, create some distance, and utilize the strength of my tank, which is V range and mobility. Right? There's no point in sitting there if I can't run away. Right? And there's a bunch of people to my left that can potentially have flanking shots into me. Right? So I don't want to get spotted right now if I can, and I want to try to keep the enemies lit as well. So, spot this Thunderbolt here. He's got some significant armor. Unfortunately, that shot does not go into the side of the turret, and I actually get lit here. And the T-71 still sniping from that ridge line over there. Probably could have been, if he was front lines here, he probably could have won or killed us way quicker than the enemies ended up doing, you know. Unfortunately, get spotted by the Jackson. I'm paranoid of getting hit by Artie and dying, because I know that if I die, then our team is pretty much gone. So now I notice the heavies are pushing, so I want to see if I can spot them and kill them and save our Arties, because we're going to need our Arties to be able to win this game. Right. So I get lit there. KV2 is a little bit too close, and unfortunately, I want to see if I can spot the OI, or if anyone else is going to try to push up. Right, so not spotting anything here. Not spotting anything. So I try to move up, see if I can get some spots. Fortunately, I don't see anyone here. And I make a bit of a mistake here. Probably should not have pushed up this far. And I think I don't get lit, but I actually do get lit. So now I'm just trying to juke his shot. Luckily do. And unfortunately he gets unlit again, which is really surprising. I'm surprised that he's not able to get lit here. But I light him again. And good thing I do not get lit. So now I'm just spotting for my team, spotting for my Arties. Fortunately, probably could have gone back further and gotten a shot on the OI. But because he's getting spotted and he's stunned, it's very unlikely that he's going to be able to see me. So, phenomenal result there. We were able to pretty much win the game, almost. You would think that this is an easy win right now because we're up on so much HP and there's only 2 tanks left. But the T-71 is on nearly full HP. And we have no idea where the Lorraine is. So this game is actually relatively close, as well as both our teammates are one-shots here. Both our 2 tanks on our team are one-shots. The T-34 dies from the T-71. And then I don't understand why this AT-8 is going towards the T-71. Driving out in the open in a non-turreted tank. Not a very smart idea. So now I'm trying to use these bushes to not get lit. Unfortunately, he's a little bit too close and still lights me. So now I just decided to take a reload just because the reload time is very quick. And I noticed that he was driving towards me, so I thought he was going to poke on the ridge, so I didn't want to go out before I was reloaded. So now I'm trying to see if I can proxy spot him for our RDs. Have no idea where he went. So now I'm thinking about running away. Luckily he misses his shot. And here I think about trading. And luckily he misses his second shot there. I think that was a bit of a mistake there by sitting there. Because he probably could have killed me. And if he did, it would have been a 50-50, I think, for him to clear out our arties. So a bit of a misplay there. but luckily did not come to bite us in the ass there. And so all we have to do is clean up the artilleries. So a great result there. We were able to, I guess the key decision that I made this game was trying to hold this corner for as long as possible for the preventing the allies from easily pushing through here. Flexing back over here to help out our heavies while they were dying, and trying to use them as a distraction to put down some damage, get our arties firing, right? And then ultimately falling back again, lighting them again, and then finally cleaning up against the opposite number, right? So let's take a look at the post game. All right, this was a ace tanker. Patrol duty for spotting at least 6 enemies, and high caliber. Let's see, this was 2,500 damage for 4 kills and 1,485 base experience. IS-2 really held his own. It looks like our heavies did a pretty decent job on that side, so it was really important for us to be able to hold that other side. T-71 actually did a decent amount of damage, but he probably could have influenced the battle a bit more because he's a top tier scout. Yeah, being a top tier and being a scout just means that you can abuse a lot of the mechanics in the game, such as view range, and you have a very potent gun for your tier. Let's see, this is 31 shots fired, 28 hits, and 21 penetrations. The penetration's actually pretty poor on this tank, so that's why I carry a decent amount of APCR. We got 1,800 base experience, so really spotting for our arties, especially at the end of the game, was really important, and that's kind of like the key role of being a scout. I think I see a lot of scouts not realizing that they also have a gun that they can use, but also that spotting in certain situations is very important to try to get your friends firing. Sometimes as a really good player, you kind of want to try to make your team play better, essentially. In the battle, it's not a single player game. This game is not a single player game. It's a multiplayer game. So you have 14 other allies on your team that you can, although you can't control what they do, you can try to help them or influence them in a way that allows them to be in a situation where they can have a positive result in the game, right? So that's one tip I would give. Unfortunately, we fired a lot of ammunition this game, so we only net 10,000 credits. So let me know your thoughts on the AMX 1375 as well as the AMX 1357. Which one do you think is a better tank and why? So thank you guys for watching. We're out.